Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to talk about the gun belt that I have set up here now. So, this belt here I've been wanting to build for a while. I've wanted to have a gun belt for probably a year or two now, and talking to guys at the Modern Sportsman, my preferred range, they do events throughout the week and on Sundays and that kind of stuff, which you need an external holster for. Introducing this. I watch guys like Grantham a bunch to kind of get his idea of how he does it, things he likes, things he doesn't, and then I have assembled this belt in front of you. We're going to talk about kind of the whole setup here, what I have and what I think of it so far, and there will be a later update, end of the year kind of a thing, and how I thought of it. The belt here is a Blue Alpha belt. It is a two-part system, so this is your inner belt. This would go through the belt loops of your pants. This is 1.5 inches wide, and then it has the Velcro material on the outside that sticks to the outer belt. The outer belt is 1.75 inches wide, and then it does have a Cobra buckle in the front. So you take that inner belt, put it through the loops in your pants, take the outer belt, wrap it around it, snap that Cobra buckle, and then your belt is attached. And it's pretty solid so far. I've worn it a little bit around the house doing some dry fire and some basic stuff like that. And then I did have it at the range last time I went out. Seems to be holding things well so far. Moving on from that, kind of your basic belt setup. When you look at it, here's the front of it. I do have the Blue Alpha lanyard on there. Very important piece of kit for gloves or little fluorescent glow sticks, that's what I'm trying to say there. And then I have a pair of mechanics wear gloves in there currently. I also have a pair of Oakleys that I like quite a bit. They're a little thicker than those. I've got decent sized hands. I wear medium or large gloves. I believe these are mediums. I like medium gloves because of how tight they are on my fingers, and I like that dexterity. I feel like it helps me when I'm specifically when I duck hunt, I'm using my shotgun. I always wear gloves, so usually those are mediums. I like it for pistols, ARs, all that kind of stuff. I like a nice tight fit for the dexterity. So yeah, Blue Alpha lanyard, some gloves. Like I said, you can put fluorescent glow sticks on there, things like that. Moving back from that, I do have some Esstac stuff. This is their Kiwi double pistol mag pouch. As you can see, got some goodies in the middle. Currently I have Glock mags in there. These ones hold just about any double stack magazine. So here's a Sig mag. Fits in there nice and tight just fine. But yeah, currently I'm carrying Glock mags in there. And then this is the Esstac Kiwi Shorty for my AR mag. Same thing, it's got a nice tight fit. Holds everything well there. So obviously when you're wearing it, holster will be on the right, magazine pouches on the left for reloads, things like that. Going back from there, I do have the Mini Skittles dump pouch. And these are all from Esstac. They all range in price from like 30 to 45 bucks. I went back and forth on having a dump pouch. Now I did some reading online, just kind of my own research there. For 45 bucks or whatever it was, I figured it was worth trying. Honestly, the internet and all their wisdom is about 50-50 in the usage of a dump pouch. So I can throw a spare mags in there, or just mags that are empty, whatever. If I don't want to just toss them to the side, I can use that. I can also fit a Nalgene water bottle in there. So I have like their 32-ounce water bottles that actually fits perfect in this thing, which is great. I carry those with me about everywhere I go. So nice to have that as an option there as well. And then in the back, accidental discharge of the flashlight there. In the back, I have nothing currently. I do need to put an IFAK back there, and I have gone back and forth about buying the Blue Alpha gear or buying a Coyote Tactical Solutions. I believe it's the Burrito or the Stomp. I do like the Coyote Tactical ones because they have an external mount for your tourniquet. And on my plate carrier, I do have the Onward Research SIM pouch at the bottom that has an external mount for a tourniquet. I could also potentially put one on the front of here if I have space. I don't know just yet, but I'm kind of weighing my options to buy an IFAK. Moving on from there, I do have my holster on the right. In this case, this is a Safariland, and for the life of me, I can't remember the designation. So I'm going to steal the bag real quick. And it is a 6390 RDS, and it fits Glocks specifically. And you can put your 19, 17, 34, and that 9mm family there. They all fit this one just fine with a flashlight. So this one is a Cordura wrapped multicam like the rest of it to match it. It does have a hood on the front to protect your optic. Has this little deflector, I'm assuming, for your carrier and stuff to not get in there. And then it is a retention holster, so you have to depress that and then yank. So Glock 17 Gen 5 MOS is in there currently with a Surefire X300B. I do not have a red dot for it yet. That is a future purchase. I don't know if I want to go with a Trijicon or if I want to go with a Holosun or something else. I haven't decided yet, but that is the basic setup so far in my duty pistol or whatever you want to call it. Nice thing is 19X Streamlight TLR1 does fit in there as well if I can get the angle right. I've been catching the little knobs on the side of the flashlights, I feel like, so something I gotta work with. But yeah, fits in there, locks in just fine. If I wanted to, I can use my Glock 19 Gen 4 in there with a light, or I can do a Glock 34. So plenty of options there. It's a really nice setup. And then I can have, like I said, either a Streamlight or a Surefire, a few different options for lights to go in there. We're gonna get rid of this one. So, yeah, the mounting system from Safariland is their UBL mid-ride here. And then there is the QLS receiver plate and fork system. So what's cool about this, also this is a TRX Arms thigh strap. I have liked that quite a bit so far. But what's cool about this is you can depress these forks in the bottom, and then you can take off the whole thing. And in this case, I have another one set up for my SIG M17 or P320, whatever. This is the TRX Arms Ragnarok. This is just a Kydex holster with retention from being compressed versus the retention of the Safariland. So, trying out both. I kind of want to try the Ragnarok, and then I've always heard good things about Safariland. But same thing, QLS plate or forks on the back. You just slide it in. Voila! You can change two of the other pistols. So I primarily stick to Glocks for my carry guns and that kind of stuff. I like their reliability. I like, you know, the name that is Glock. I do like my SIGs as well. I know there's a bunch of chaos with the 320s. The M17 is different because it does have a manual safety on there. Cool, all stuff for later, but I like trying new gear and product and different guns. So the 17 is kind of my go-to for, like I said, my duty gun or whatever, which is basically just me LARPing. But the Ragnarok is something I wanted to try, and then I kind of wanted something for my SIGs as well. So this is my basic setup. If you have a G-code, if you have a Blue Alpha, if you have different mag pouches in the Kiwis, or the Esstac Kiwis, whatever, drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's see what you guys have, what your experiences are with them. Like I said, I've only used this one time, besides a little bit of dry fire practice in the basement, and I'm looking forward to using it more this year. I'm going to go to Modern Sportsman at some point here soon and start taking some of their courses and their classes and their, you know, holster manipulation, weapon light things, all that kind of stuff. They've got a great series of things for training and practice throughout the week and then on weekends. So I'm looking forward to doing that this year. Kind of the whole purpose of building this was to get away from just the static, standing at the range, shooting at a, you know, paper target. I want to go do more stuff. I want to be better physically fit. So getting out and moving and running around and doing this stuff is a great thing. I think more of us should do that. The purpose of training and going to places that don't use static targets or something I need to move around is to get my heart rate moving and see how I perform in that. I listen to podcasts a lot. I work by myself, so I listen to guys like Mike Glover and all sorts of other guys, and honestly, I don't give a shit what social media says. I don't care. But I listen to a lot of different people. I like hearing different experiences and that kind of stuff. Mike Glover, at the end of his classes, they do apparently like a 5-minute calisthenics thing to get your heart rate going, to get you up into like the 150 beats a minute, and then you have to go do a course of fire. I'm looking forward to just learning and improving my skills. I have said for a number of videos now that I need to get better about these things. This is kind of my step towards that with this belt. That's my whole thing this year, is I want to go do more shooting with more of a purpose besides putting holes in paper. Hopefully part of that leads me to create better content for you guys as well, because I'm actively using my skills and improving them, and then hopefully then it translates to better videos. So that's kind of my goal. This is my belt setup. If you have a belt setup, if you like I said, use a G-code, use a Blue Alpha, you use different mag pouches, whatever you use, drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's share some experiences. Let's see what you guys find there. If you've made it this far into my ramblings, like I've said before, please hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you here. Love to see your experiences in the world and see what you think of it from there. Beyond that, I want to give you guys just a quick thanks. We have had the channel published for about 9 months now. I'm blown away by the support and by the views and that kind of stuff. And the thing that I really like the most about it is I have spent more time with the guys in my life that I enjoy. And a lot of that's range time, and I have recorded a lot of those range sessions, and I'm really liking that I have all these videos and I have these experiences recorded with, like I said, kind of the core group of guys that I really like and that I hang out with more often than anybody else. Yeah, so I want to appreciate you guys because of your support. I will continue to do this, and I enjoy doing it, but it doesn't mean anything without you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you.